Yes, Tom and Mercy, I hate to state the obvious, but it is really hot here at London Fields Lido. 33 degrees already this morning. It's only just gone 10 o'clock in the morning. It could climb another 9 or 10 degrees still today, so it's going to get really, really hot in lots of different parts of the country. We could see those record-breaking temperatures of 42 degrees anywhere from Yorkshire to the home counties. So lots of us will be experiencing that heat. And many of you watching on TV or listening on the radio right now, you might have really struggled to sleep last night. If that's the case, that's because last night was the hottest summer night on record, 29 degrees. But hopefully it does cool off a little bit tonight, but that's not before we see these scorching temperatures all over the country today. Well, let's talk to somebody who's been enjoying this Lido here, who's enjoying this heat wave. This is Mike. Mike, thank you so much for joining us. How was your swim this morning? Would you say a bit too hot or refreshing?
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's totally refreshing, just like being at the Mediterranean today, basically, and jumping into the sea.
It's certainly
the place to be, definitely.
It certainly looks that way, doesn't it? It feels like you're on holiday.
Yeah.
And how have you been coping in the heat? What are your top tips on how to deal with it?
I would say to people, draw your curtains, pull the blinds down about 7 in the morning, like I did yesterday, and keep everything shut. And it's amazing how cool it keeps your place. And just keep rehydrated, just keep lots of liquids. I carry a flask with orange squash. And possibly, maybe a hat for some people is a good idea.
The flask is a really good tip because it keeps it cold, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Yeah.
And we've got the red weather warning as well today, and people are being advised to stay inside. I mean, you obviously haven't followed that advice so far today.
I mean, I'll have a very short walk after this in the woods, which is quite cool. And then I will be indoors for the rest of the day, basically.
Yeah, but you're also enjoying this heat. It doesn't happen very often.
You've got to get out. We don't get that much of it. So as long as you're sensible, you're absolutely fine in the heat.
Very good, wise words there, Mike. Thank you so much for your time. Well, there you go. You've got loads of people here at London Fields Lido who are really enjoying this summer heat wave. 100%. But, you know, there is a serious side to this as well, Mercy and Tom. A 14-year-old boy is missing and presumed to have drowned in the River Thames last night after he went open water swimming in order to cool down, and that is the 5th person to have thought to have died since Sunday. So there is that warning from the RNLI lifeboat spokesperson today, saying that if you do want to enter the water to cool down, go to a Lido, go to a pool, put a paddling pool in your garden, but do not enter open water to swim because it can be very, very dangerous. And the general advice today is to stay out of that midday sun and to keep hydrated.